What is going on YouTube? King Reg and we are back. Today we're going to be continuing my Madden 22 Game 1 offense. Now we're going to be in the split close formation in the San Francisco playbook. Now today I'm going to bring you guys two really good zone beaters that are really going to put the user in a really tough spot and give us a ton of easy completion. Now really quickly guys, I go over it in the intro video for this scheme. I'll link that down below. You should definitely check out that video after this one. But I kind of go over why this is going to be a good scheme to use for when you first get your hands on Madden 22. Now the first reason guys, we are going to need no abilities for this scheme guys, and that is really big because we can use this in any game mode day one without having to worry about what abilities we have on our players. The next reason guys, I filmed all of this footage on next gen, so that is going to give us the closest approximation on what it is going to be like to play Madden 22. And then the other reason guys, we also have a brand new formation coming to the San Francisco 49ers playbook. It is called Split Close Pro. It is basically the same formation as the normal split close, but everything's just a little bit more spread out, and it's going to give us more options that we can call to attack our opponent. We can audible to this formation at the line of the scrimmage, and we're just going to spread out our formation a little bit. So also going to do a few videos out of Split Close Pro once I get my hands on Madden 22. Now the two plays we're going over today guys are wide receiver corner, and then we are going over doubles in. Now what makes both these plays work really well guys is these plays are going to use the exact same motion, so that's going to really help them work well off of each other. Really going to put the user in a tough spot because we're going to be, have the same motion across the field, and then we're going to have different routes attacking him. Now as far as this wide receiver corner play guys, it is going to do a great job of just really putting the user in a really tough spot. Are they going to stay in the middle of the field on this post route, or are they going to go down and help on this wheel route that gets open a ton? And then as far as doubles in guys, we have this motioned over out route that just does a great job of attacking zone coverage and gets open very consistently. And then if that gets taken away, if the user runs over there to help on that side, then we just have a really nice backside three route combo that is going to be really tough for the defense to defend. All right, let's hop into wide receiver corner first. Let's go over the adjustments. So the adjustments for this play guys, we want the double receivers to the short side of the field. Then we want to take the single side receiver on the wide side of the field and put him on an out route. This is really going to help pulled out flat defenders and help get this wheel open. Then we want to put the running back on the wide side of the field on a wheel route. This is going to be our first option. It's going to get open very consistently for us. Then we want to put the inside receiver on the double side on a hitch. This is going to be a really nice check down option for us and a playmaker option if we need it. Then guys, this adjustment is going to be a little bit optional. We can smart route the outside wide receiver on the double side. That is just going to get him a little bit deeper. You don't have to do that if we're running out of time on the play clock. There are a few adjustments. So we're going to smart route him, then we're going to motion him across the field and snap him before he gets to the out route. Now, once again, that is optional. You don't have to do it, but if you have time, I would throw that in there as well. All right, so that's the adjustments, guys. Let's go check out the reads and the gameplay for this play. Now, our reads on this play, guys, are always going to be the flat defender on the wide side of the field. So we're going to snap the ball, guys. We're going to motion this player over. This is what our play art is going to look like. We're going to snap the ball, and our eyes right away, guys, we are going to find the flat defenders on the wide side of the field. So we see the flat defenders here guys, and they're both going outside with our out route. So now we're going to look to the wheel out of the backfield guys. The only other thing we got to look for, so this player is going to be open. The only other thing we got to watch for is the user. If he stays in the middle of the field like he is here, then we are just going to throw this wheel route right away, guys. We see those flat defenders get pulled outside, and now this wheel route gets wide open. Okay, same thing, guys. Motion over. Let's find the flat defender on the wide side of the field. So flat defender here. Looks like they actually even might have manned this player up, but we see this out route, guys, does a great job of just pulling people out. Then we have the wheel route coming out behind him. Now, I actually held this a little bit longer. What you can do is if they're just playing single flat and he's in a hard flat, we can actually wait for this player to get even deeper down the field, fire that in, get upfield, try to make a guy miss, and we get a huge game. All right, guys, and then our second read on this play is going to be this motioned over corner route that basically turns into a post route. So we're going to motion this player over. Same thing. We're going to look for the flat defender right away. We see the flat defenders getting pulled out. But now this is what I was talking about. We got to be cognizant of the user. So as soon as we see the user jump out to this wheel route, guys, we know this post route is probably going to be wide open in the middle of the field. This hitch is going to hold the other hook curl in the middle of the field here, guys, and we can just fire in that post route. So if we see that user get pulled down, then we're going to look to that post. Okay, same thing on this one, guys. Snap the ball. We're going to look for the flat defenders here. This one's a little weird. So they didn't have any hard flats. He brought a few players. His user actually jumps to the short side of the field because he had no hard flats on this side of the field. So we could have thrown triangle here, but I see the user leave the middle of the field, guys. And now we're just waiting for this post. This post is super, super glitchy, guys. If the user doesn't stay in the middle of the field on it, it is going to get open basically every time. Okay, now our third read, guys, is just going to be this backside hook route with this table route. So we're going to snap the ball here, guys. We're going to look at the flat defenders, and for whatever reason, they kind of stayed inside on this play. They stayed on that wheel, so we're coming off the wheel. Now we look at the user, guys. He's staying in the middle of the field on the post route. So now our eyes are going to go to the backside, guys, and we can either throw to X or R1, either the table route or the hitch. Now on this one, the table route is pulling the flat defenders out. So now we're just going to throw this hitch into the middle of the field. Now let's say that flat defender stays inside on that hitch, then we can throw it outside to the table route. So the adjustments for this play, guys, same thing. We want the double side wide receivers on the short side of the field. Now we're going to start on that single side receiver once again, guys, and we're going to put him on a slant. This is really going to attack the middle of the field and attack the short side of the field if they only are playing hard flats on that side. Now, same thing as the other play, guys. We're going to put the wide side running back on a wheel route. This is actually going to work a little bit different, though. We're never really going to throw this route. What it's going to do is it's actually going to pull out the flat defenders this time. Then same thing once again, guys. We're going to put that inside receiver on the short side of the field on a hitch. Once again, a good check down option, a good playmaker option. Then we're going to take the other running back, guys, and I just like to put him on a check and release. Now you can leave him on his kind of flat route if you want. I like this check and release route though, just because it's a little bit delayed, and if they bring a blitz, he's going to help in pass protection. And then, guys, we're just going to motion over the outside receiver on that double side, and he's going to run an out route now. And before he's running that post, now he's running the out route. The wheel's really going to help pull out those flat defenders, and we can throw this out route on break. Okay, let's go look at the reads and gameplay for doubles in. Okay, guys, this is what all our adjustments are going to look like. We're going to motion this player over again. We want to snap him before he gets to this receiver. Now, our first read on this play, guys, is going to be this motioned over out route. Now, what we're going to look for is we're going to read the flat defender. Here's the flat defender on this play, guys, and he's getting pulled outside and getting kept shallow by this wheel route. What that is going to do, guys, is that is going to let this out route just have a really nice pocket right here. So on this play, he's user rushing, so we don't have to watch out for the user. That's the only other thing we got to be careful about. If the user jumps over here, you got to be careful. But right here, guys, I just like to throw on break. I like to low ball that in there in that really nice pocket in between that hook curl and the flat defender. Okay, once again, guys, same thing. So we're gonna look for the flat defender right away. So flat defender here, he's getting held down and to the outside by that wheel route. Now, same thing, guys. We just have this really nice pocket. We see the user on this play is getting pulled to the short side where there's three receivers, three options for him to go to. So now as soon as this player breaks, guys, I just like to low ball this throw in this really nice pocket, 2nd and 11, and we pick up, 13, 14 yards. Okay, same thing, guys. We're going to snap the ball, but now we're really looking here. So we see the user jump out to the left side of the field. So now I could have thrown this wheel route, guys, but I never really throw it. It can get a little risky, but I see the user just kind of bundle everything up here. Just don't really like that. So if I ever see the user jump to that side, guys, I know the short side of the field, we're going to have three players and I can just kind of pick whichever one is open. So now we look to the short side, guys. I could have thrown this hitch right away, but I see this flat defender is staying down on the running back. So now I just want to hold the ball a little bit longer and wait for the slant in that pocket. We also see here the user was running with that slant, but then we have the hitch wide open. So he stays on that and we're able to throw the slant. So we have this kind of three-player triangle that we're creating here, guys. It's going to be really tough to cover. Okay, same thing. Here we go. We see the user just jump way out to this side, guys, once again. So he's playing on that out route. So our eyes are going to come off of that. Then our eyes eyes are going to go to the slant. That's our second read, and he's getting taken by this hook curl. So now we look at this side of the field, guys. We have a wide open hitch, and then that delayed running back route out into the backfield. That is also wide open. On this play, we just take the hitch, get upfield, and gain a really easy 9 yards. Okay, one more time, guys, same thing. So on this one, once again, we see the user jump to this side of the field. As soon as I see that, guys, our eyes are going to go backside, and I see here he has no hard flats on the field. We have this delayed running back route to the flats. We can just fire that in, make a guy miss it, get upfield. So we see we have 3 dangerous routes on the backside if the front side gets taken away. All right, guys, that is it. Be on the lookout for the next video in this Madden 22 day 1 release scheme. We're going to have more zone beaters, man beaters, and one play touchdowns on the